they couldn't explain how or when they would use this legislation or who it would apply to. In light of that, it's very difficult for the Coalition to support such a rushed passage of this legislation. We are very concerned about unintended consequences. We are very concerned about the failure to do work on third country resettlement options. We are very concerned that this might inadvertently encourage people to get back on boats again. And so, therefore, this morning in the Senate, we will be moving to refer this bill to a proper inquiry so that these issues can be carefully and appropriately considered, as is the normal legislative process, so that stakeholders and independent experts can come forward and give their evidence to a Senate committee. And we'll ask that Senate committee to report back to the Parliament before the return of the Parliament for budget sittings so that this legislation can be considered in the proper way at the proper time.
Botched, chaotic, shambolic. 5 days ago, the Immigration Minister had a piece of legislation which he could have briefed the Coalition on. Yet he sat on it and then gave it to us at 7:30 a.m. yesterday morning and gave us a 20-minute briefing with officials at 8 o'clock. We haven't heard from the ABF. We haven't heard why this is urgent. As a matter of fact, we haven't heard from the Minister himself. It is absolutely extraordinary that the Minister for Immigration would introduce legislation of this nature and fail to front up to a press conference to explain it. He is in witness protection. He is trying to rush this legislation through the Parliament without proper process, and he will not front up and explain whether there might be unintended consequences or any other thing which might happen as a result of his complete incompetence.